Why is it that companies are allowed to just retroactively retcon things because of controversies that come about that have nothing to do with what they're retconning, has no correlation or any direct link to the source material? I just don't understand why Diddy Kong has to go, why he has to be completely retconned. I have a theory. I think this is more of a convenient excuse for Nintendo to reset the series and trim off some of the characters they don't feel like designing for. Probably just to make Donkey Kong more focused on DK himself, but it's just ridiculous to me. Just leave it to Nintendo to be offensive and stereotype and draw a correlation between a former black hip hop star, well, currently black former hip hop star, and an animated video game monkey. Only Nintendo would compare a Kong to an African American, but that's the world we live in. So I just don't understand, what Diddy did wrong. You don't see, like, because of meme culture, Nintendo's just so fragile to meme culture, and when something is happening, they make it to be more of a problem than what it is by restricting the act of it happening. Like in Universal Studios, the Toad mascot, he was doing those viral dances, and then they start putting like aggressive, like thug rap over it. So now Nintendo's like, no, you can't do that anymore. Everything needs to be sanitized and whitewashed, essentially, for family audiences, even though we have mature rated games on the Nintendo Switch. We've had them for years. Like I have House of the Dead Overkill on the Nintendo Wii. That game is only for the Nintendo Wii and had at one point a record for using the F word the most out of any game, right behind like Mafia 2 or something. So if they're trying to go for this whole kid-friendly, I mean, Diddy was kid-friendly, but this whole kid-friendly, family-focused, centric perspective, it's very hypocritical and just, it's illogical, very inaccurate to what Nintendo's real goals are. It just feels more like a convenient excuse to just take something out of the series that, would be more production time and development. Now they don't have to implement a game where you play as Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong interchangeably. It can just be a Donkey Kong game. Diddy has no purpose. And you can tell that this is just a spontaneous stupidity decision on Nintendo's, stupidity-driven decision on Nintendo's part, because in the most recent Super Mario Bros. Movie, Diddy Kong was in there, and he was hyping up DK. They had to say, calm down, Diddy. So you can sit there and tell me that he's allowed to be in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, now all of a sudden it's a problem, it's problematic. You don't see DC Comics trying to retcon the Riddler and change the Riddler's name because of Riddler Diddler memes, now do you? No, because that would be stupid. And DC Comics knows that. American companies realize how stupid that is to do. Nintendo thinks that, we don't want to associate with something we've never associated with or had any correlation in. When I think of Diddy Kong, I never once thought of P. Diddy. Now I can't unsee it thanks to Nintendo making a problem that was never there. How does Diddy Kong come out on top and survive this? He doesn't. Be that as it may, in the newest form of Smash Bros., what are you going to do? Like, go into Smash Bros. And delete him from the game? I find it offensive that P. Diddy's in Smash Bros. Now. It's just ridiculous to me. It's just a matter of they want to bake the whole cake and then they don't want to share it with anybody and they just want to eat the whole thing too. It's honestly absurd. I thought I'd have more to say about the topic, but it just kind of irritates me. I've always liked Diddy Kong. I thought he was a very charming and fun character. I think that Donkey Kong has a lot of throwaway characters that don't matter, like Candy Kong, Funky Kong. But you're going to sit here and get offended at Diddy Kong, but then you're not going to talk about the over-sexualization of Candy Kong throughout the series and how weird it is to have a skinny anthropomorphic Barbie doll figure monkey as the sex appeal of your game. No, that's okay, but no, he shares a name with Diddy. We think that Diddy Kong's the diddler, like, as if like Diddy Kong's like a child molester. Diddy Kong is a child. Diddy Kong isn't even an adult. Like, he's a kid, I'm pretty sure, as far as I remember. But no, Diddy Kong's just this thug. He's just this pistol-toting thug, this hip-hop rapper that's gonna lubricate and oil up your children at the Diddy party, and yeah, y'all don't really know how to party until Diddy Kong gets in there, I just wish Diddy Kong could survive the Diddy party, but I'm afraid he's already been diddled. One diddle too late. Anyway, this is the Schlockfather signing out. Justice for Diddy, bro. Diddy did nothing wrong. Release Diddy. Nintendo, hear me.